Alright, that's pretty delicious. Look at this. Perfect. Oh. Not yet, not yet. Step by step. 안녕하세요 from Korea. Welcome to the next matchup. Today we're going to cook our king oyster mushroom. That's one of these things here. We're going to take this lovely king oyster mushroom and we're going to be steaming it. And we're going to steam it with something called buchu. So buchu is basically chives. Let me get my buchu. This is my buchu. So we're going to take our chives, we're going to steam it with the mushrooms, and we're going to make a beautiful sauce to put on top. It's so easy to make and it's really healthy. If you like mushrooms, then this is absolutely the recipe to try. I've lived in Korea for nearly half my life, and every week on this channel I post a new Korean dish. Alright, let's begin. Make sure you wash your chives. Now how much you use of chives is up to you. You could use a lot, you could use less. It really is sort of dependent on how much you have available and how much you like chives. If you're a mushroom lover, you don't have to use only king oyster mushrooms. You can use a variety of mushrooms for this dish, but the reason I like the king oyster mushroom is because of this. This way we can grate them down into these thin sort of sheets of mushroom, and that has such a beautiful consistency when they've been steamed up. If you cook them in a pan, they get sort of a little bit tougher. When you steam them in this way, they're so soft and it's just so beautiful to see it, and as well as eat it, of course. But if you remember, if you're going to use some other mushrooms, just be aware of the size of the mushroom. If you use a bunch of mushrooms that are different shapes and sizes, they're going to cook at different sort of speeds. For our sauce, I'm using Plum Extract to add a bit of sugary sort of flavor, but you can use just plain sugar if that's all you have. Just remember, use only a little bit. You can also adjust this based on your taste. You can add more or less of almost anything here. If you want something a bit healthier, go a little bit easier on some of the oil and things. Use something else instead, it'll still taste really nice. Though I do recommend the soy sauce because you want a bit saucy. Now, what's interesting here is we're not steaming these for very long. It'll steam for 1 minute. So get the water boiling and then put it in. Straight away, lid on, start the timer. You've got 1 minute. Now take it off, got our buchu in there, delicious chives. Spread them out a bit, and well, look, 1 minute later we're done. Take those out, put them to the side, and look, we're ready to go. Let these cool down. This is probably the part that tastes the longest. Let it cool down because you're going to be squeezing the water out of the mushrooms. Your chives should be okay. They're naturally sort of quite watery. But for your mushrooms, you want to get rid of all this water that's in them. You just get a better consistency. And when you mix it up later, the water's just going to come out anyway. And it's going to get in your sauce. So as much as you can, get rid of the water. For this dish, I did add those green onions or the leeks. I don't recommend it. I actually tasted it and I thought it didn't really add a lot to the dish. So if I did it again, I would either cut them finer and just use less. Or just not even put them in at all. But only put those in if you're a big fan of onions. And turns out, I wasn't a big fan of onions. Alright, that's pretty delicious. Look at this. Perfect. Oh. Not yet, not yet. Step by step. Alright, first we have delicious mushroom. Look at this. That is perfectly steamed. I squeezed it out a little bit and not too salty, not too watery, very healthy. Perfect. There we go. That's perfect. That's how it's done. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go home, cook something delicious. Hey, if you get a chance, try out that panchan, right? Korean side dishes are great. I've got other recipes for other side dishes that are super simple. This is a quick mushroom one, though you can also have it as a main dish. If you're into mushrooms, it's a great healthy thing, especially when mushrooms are in season, and especially if you have these giant mushrooms that you can grate nicely. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great week. 안녕히 계세요. See ya.